DaStashY TV.
Hey guys, it's been quite the long time since a Lost Media video, like a long time, but I thought we should do another and just see how well it goes. But I want y'all to know I still want to pursue the What Happened To series and animation on this channel, so I want those to do well too. But enough rambling, I know you'll want to see what's in store, so without further ado, here are 5 found video games. Number 5. Duke in the Great Pie War. VeggieTales is a Christian 3D animated children's series made by Big Idea that premiered in 1993. In 2005, Big Idea made an online game called Duke in the Great Pie War, made to promote the VeggieTales episode of the same name. The game was made specifically for a sweepstake event that ran from February 23rd to March 20th, 2005, on one of Big Idea's websites, piewar.com. In the sweepstakes, contestants could create an account to play the game, and whoever got the highest score would win VeggieTale prizes. After the sweepstakes were over, the game was moved to bigideafun.com, where it remained there until the VeggieTales website was revamped in 2011. The game was also on the official Cubo website for some time. All that's known of the gameplay is that it involves launching a character named Otis, Mr. Lunt, into a bucket of slime with a catapult. The player would have to use the left and right arrow keys to adjust the aim of the catapult, and press spacebar to launch him into the bucket of slime. A broken .swf file for the game exists on the Wayback Machine, but it only goes as far as the loading screen, leaving no gameplay. On March 26, 2020, Computer Dude 77 found the full game on Primary.net. It was eventually put on Blue Maxima's Flashpoint. Because the full game can now be played, the initially broken .swf file can now include the game if both files are downloaded. Number 4. Clueless Fashion. Clueless Fashion, also known as Clueless or Clueless Girls in Beverly Hills, is an unreleased video game made for the Nintendo DS, intended to be a tie-in for the 1995 comedy film Clueless. The game was developed by Glyphic Entertainment and published by 505 Games, and was possibly intended to be released in Europe on February 26, 2010, with no other planned releases being known. The game was initially announced on July 22, 2008, when Paramount announced plans to adapt 3 of their teen comedy films into video games through their Paramount Digital Entertainment division. These included Clueless, Mean Girls, and Pretty in Pink. Development would begin 2 months later in September, when the game later listed on the ESRB website, wherein it was described as a simulation game in which players assume the role of an aspiring fashion designer who shops, socializes with friends, and coordinates fashion shows. Players can create outfits and select hairstyles for models, as well as instruct them on where to pose on the catwalk. This description was corroborated by stills on the Glyphic Entertainment website, where a brief plot synopsis was also given, with the site describing the plot as the story of a young girl growing from a typical Beverly Hills teenager into a successful fashion designer. The story follows the adventures of Cher Horowitz as she shops, hangs out with her friends, and meets many interesting people, one of which is a famous clothing designer who offers her a chance of a lifetime. The Nintendo lot check for the English version of the game would be approved in January 2009, with the European version being approved later in June. The game would ultimately go, however, for reasons that will likely remain undisclosed due to an NDA. In spite of this, the game was still listed as being released in numerous sites, with the aforementioned release given, with online rental site Boomerang Rentals even reportedly having the game available for purchase at one point, with the price being $17.50. On March 25th, 2021, YouTube user Bob Dunga uploaded a video to her channel in which she revealed that the following interactions with various employees at Glyphic Entertainment, including the president, she had come into possession of the ROM, assets, and script of the game, along with its instruction manual, style guide, chapter summary, and design document. She then proceeded to make all these files available publicly over the course of the following week, with the ROM of the game being uploaded online on April 2nd, at which point it was rendered found. Number 3. The Last Smiley. The Last Smiley was a single-player 3D platformer previously available on the Neopets website. It was developed by the Neopets development team sometime around 2004 to 2005, and used the Shockwave 3D engine. It was taken down from Neopets sometime around September 2006. In the game, you played as the titular Last Smiley, who must free all the other captured Smileys around Neopia. The game was a 3D platformer with physics-based gameplay. The player would control a personified smiley face sphere through various unique obstacles to reach a goal. Around each level were the various other Smileys that must be collected in order to complete the level and gain bonus points. There were a total of 7 levels. On October 7th, 2017, Reddit user, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, found a working .swf file of the game along with older Neopets games and made it available to play through the Neopets subreddit forum. Number 2. Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2, one of Capcom's most popular NES games, was ported to the iPhone and iPod Touch in March 2009 with a free version of the game called Mega Man 2 Lite, made around the same time as the full version and looks exactly like the NES version, with some new things that weren't in the original NES game like the help and options buttons. The port was trashed by reviewers and even IGN for the terrible touchscreen controls and physics. This version was delisted from the App Store around 2014 or 2015 and was replaced by the new version of Mega Man 2 for 64-bit iOS devices. As of right now, the IPA file for the early iOS release has not been dumped anywhere online. All the links that have been discovered either shut down or have been deleted off the websites, so we cannot play it yet, though some gameplay videos of this early port still exist on YouTube. But yet on December 4th, 2020, an archive.org user by the name of MattPack13 uploaded the early iOS port of Mega Man 2, making the game found. And on January 25th of 2021, the light version of the early iOS port was discovered and was shared on the mtmdev.org forums by RockmanKB. It's actually funny because this is a game I used to have back in the day, and I am really glad it's found. Number 1. Miss Peach World. I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer over this one because it does feature NSFW things in it, which obviously I'm not going to show any video of the game because of this reason, and will only show screenshots and pictures of the cartridge and stuff like that. Miss Peach World is an unlicensed NES Famicom game released sometime in 1991. It is a graphical hack of another unlicensed NES game, Menace Beach. The game was released by Hacker International. Its cover art notably portrays Princess Peach from the Super Mario Bros. Franchise wearing a Mario cap. Little of the gameplay is changed from Menace Beach. Instead of a boy, the character is a woman in a skirt who bears a superficial resemblance with Marilyn Monroe. There are some other minor enemy changes as well. Instead of a cutscene of a girl tied up, the player is presented with pictures of a nude woman. The final boss is changed from the Demon Dan to a doctor shooting a syringe. The music is also changed, lifted from the game AV Dragon Mahjong. Very little is known about the game's background. Supposedly it was originally developed as Mr. Azzy, but later changed to the current title. There are several Japanese gameplay videos, including one from the popular Nico show. I'm not even going to pronounce that either. The game is extremely rare, with one shop in Japan supposedly selling a copy for over $200, and also occasionally showing up on eBay. Despite how infamous the game is, and several YouTubers having made videos of the game, the ROM was yet to be publicly released online until August 26, 2017, when Lost Levels users, Famiac, posted the ROM online. Reproductions of the game have also been known to exist, but are very limited as well. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video, as I really did put a lot of time into it. I don't normally do this, but if you would, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it really does help out the channel. But with all that being said, Thanks for watching, and catch y'all on the flip side.